Well, hey, welcome back to another video. Once again, this is my Friday night pickup group. This is actually from a couple of weeks ago. I haven't played the last 2 weeks. Just simply was too slow at checking in and getting my spot on the sheet, and so I've had a couple of weeks off. Had a few things going on. So I guess some people probably know that I live in the Flint, Michigan area. I'm actually south of there, but I play this game near Flint, Michigan. Flint was for a very long time the home of the Flint Generals in the old IHL, then the Colonial Hockey League, and then the United Hockey League, and then back to the IHL 2. And so I think it's fun every now and then when I'm up in the area and playing to put a Flint Generals kit together. So I knew that I wanted to do a 90s theme, a 90s kit for this one. And because I wanted to go with the Generals, I decided we'd go Reactor 5s. These are like the 1994-95 version of the Reactor 5 pad. These ones were actually custom made for a goalie named Luc Bellinger, or potentially Luc Bellanger. I'm not sure. Pardon the French. I don't speak French. And he played for the Sherbrooke Falcons in the Quebec Major Junior League, or Sherbrooke Faucons. I don't know. I don't know how to say that. Anyways, and this seems to match the color really well to the color scheme of the team in like that 1994 and 1995 time when he was there. So I'm guessing that that's where he was when these were made for him. Pretty cool pads. They came to me a little bit worn. I did a little bit of color touch up to them. Not a whole lot. I think toes and a little bit of like filling in of scratches and stuff on the knees. And I did put new heat transfer vinyl logos on the knees. I did notice that this pad here, that heat transfer's kind of peeling loose. Potentially I didn't heat it well enough to bond on that one or whatever. That's okay. I'll peel it off and replace either the whole logo or just the letters I need to replace. But yeah, one of the things about coming back from a time off of playing that's kind of funny is all my gear is heavy. And these Reactor 5s are up there at the top of heavy pads. This particular set weighs 7.25 pounds each. So, when I step out on the ice, I'm already out there with 14.5 pounds just in leg pads on me. So it's kind of a real workout, I guess, especially these last handful of games I've played where we've had full 60 plus minutes of game time, and that can really slow you down over that course because these are pickup games. So no whistles, no breaks. It's just keep the puck in play. You make a save, drop it back for your defense to make a zone exit. So yeah, I get tired pretty easy in these games. Moving on from there, I do have matching Reactor 5 gloves. The gloves themselves being retail have more black to them, but the blue and the yellow match really well. Reactor 5 catch gloves are really cool with the really big double T and a huge deep pocket. So fun to use, fun gloves. And then paired that up with the Darcy Wakaluk Cooper Super Pro Light Stick in matching colorway again. This is a pro issue stick that was made for Darcy Wakaluk. So one of the ways you can tell that is on the bottom or back edge of the thin side of the shaft. You'll have an extra Cooper logo and some stamping of like the specs from the lot number or specific to that goalie sometimes. The jersey itself, that's an actual Flint Generals team issue goalie jersey from my collection. A while back, I pulled the nameplate off it. I don't remember what goalie it was. It's a cool jersey with big General Rally on there. So the pants were my two-piece set pant where I put the lower section is the blue with the yellow stripe. This, you may recognize, is the SK2000 that I did a video on where I tried to paint an SK2000. I went through the process. My buddy Bona Halakainen Customs, he sent me the instructions, kind of the perfect way of doing it, which he does in his shop with all the right tools and paints and all that stuff and knowledge and technique. And, hey, some people have skill, some people fake it. I did it my way. I did all the same steps, but with different products and so on. I talked in that video. I wasn't very happy with the end result, so I didn't use it for what I was planning on. Starting off with, the shell was not in the best of condition. So a lot of the scratches and stuff, especially because this is like a metallic paint, and that really seems to have made all the scratches and stuff show up. Anyway, long story short, I did say, I think on Instagram or somewhere, I'd most likely be building this thing out and using it again as a combo, and I did. So I assembled it. I took apart another SK2000 I had here and grabbed the padding kit out of that. Then put some yellow bumpers on. These are Ed Cubberley reproduction bumpers. I highly recommend them. I'll drop a link below how you can get a hold of Ed Cubberley, but they are way stronger than the originals. And I put a yellow logo on the forehead. That's just vinyl. I can peel that off anytime I want. So if I ever want to change this and make it blue and white or blue and red or whatever, and I can make that forehead logo match. Paired it up with a really nice, authentic vintage Cooper HM30 with the double bar center bar. And then proceeded to start this game in the first 15 minutes, I believe, with 2 shots direct to the cage. Now, after the first shot, which to me felt and looks like the harder of the 2 shots, after that one, I think I made another save. And when I gave the puck over to my defenseman, I asked them for a moment so I could take the bucket off and make sure there was nothing broken, that I didn't crack the shell or break a bumper or whatever. I mean, I just knew I had a hard impact and it was loud. I looked at the helmet at that point. I didn't see any problems with it after that one. However, I don't wear my glasses, and my problem with vision is detail up close too. So I could have overlooked the issue. I'm not sure. But then a few minutes later, over on my right side, I went down and the shot lifted, which I wasn't expecting. It hit me in the exact same spot, right side of the cage in the eye bar, and made that save as well. Didn't look at the helmet after that one because honestly, it didn't seem as hard. So potentially that first shot weakened the bar, and the second shot is what did the final damage and killed it. So that is very unfortunate. I now have to retire that cage. But hey, that's what they were built for, and it did its job. It protected me. Now I will say, no type of like concussion-y type effects at all. No ringing of the ears, no headaches, no nothing, except a line from like the side of the bridge of my nose down my cheek here that was extremely tender for several days. A little bit of swelling. So I'm thinking what happened probably on that second one is that the impact pushed the cage towards me and rotated the helmet, and as that bent, it impacted there on my cheekbone. Nothing broken or anything. It's totally fine now. So yeah, it's unfortunate. I have to retire it, but I think that's the first cage that I've had that type of damage done to, and I'm a little sad. But hey, I lived, played, had fun. Again, my normal Friday night group of guys, random variety, many of which are really good, skilled players, but I do my best, and it's a great practice for me for when I get back to playing with my own age group, which might be soon, hint. Anyway, yeah, Friday night game, pickup game, made some good saves, let some soft ones in, especially late in the game, because again, 14.5 pounds of gear on my legs, not including the rest of the stuff I wear. Everything's heavier than modern. This is the skate that's run by my buddy Dave. He has a software program called Perfect Skate that lets you manage group skates like this for pickup games and whatnot. I'm going to drop the link down below again, like I've been doing, because I appreciate everything Dave's done for me since I started playing hockey, and I just want to pay that forward for him. This isn't a sponsored post. It's not a promoted thing, none of that. Dave's just a great guy, and I truly do love the software that he has. So if you run a program like this, any kind of a organized pickup skate, I recommend you take a look at it. It might help you out substantially in managing your ice times, making sure you have all your players and all that stuff. So don't forget that soon, in the next couple of days, most likely, I'll have the full-on game edit that'll go. And please, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done it yet, hit subscribe and the bell notification icon. And that way, when I post these new videos, you'll get an alert. You'll be able to rush right to your YouTube and watch it. As always, thanks for watching.